According to the British Association of Aesthetic Plastic Surgeons, more than 5,000 people underwent a surgical rhinoplasty in 2013. Well, for those of you not quite brave enough to face the scalpel, I've come along to one clinic to find out what the possible alternatives could be.
Before we do the first model, let me show you some of my previous work. This is a gentleman, 22-year-old, never liked his nose, got a big hook here, large dorsum and a droopy tip. In dimensions it is bigger, but overall to fit his face it looks like a straight, nice nose, and he was dead chuffed. This is the patient who had surgical rhinoplasty before, and unfortunately the surgeon removed too much of the bony framework of the nose. She came to see me. She does not want to go through surgery again, and by injecting safe derma filler I corrected the deformity, then it would look straight and natural, and she was very happy with that. Holly, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to inject some of that safe hyaluronic acid between the skin and the bone in a certain layer. Just one simple injection, you wouldn't feel it, and that will correct and reshape the top of your nose. Okay? Very good. Yeah. That was the first bit dealt with. It took about 5 seconds. So that little bit of a depression there, it's being corrected already. And then I'm going to work on the tip of your nose. Have a look at the mirror and see what you think.
Wow, what a difference. That's brilliant.
I'm really happy with the results. I think that it's amazing. I'm really happy with it. It wasn't painful at all, just a little pinprick. I'm so delighted. I'd definitely do it again.
But it's not just women seeking non-surgical nose jobs. It's become extremely popular now also with men. I'm talking to Chris here, who's going to explain to us why he opted for a non-surgical nose job.
Well, my story was that I had a car accident and I had reconstruction surgery done on my nose. I wasn't particularly satisfied with what had happened with the reconstruction. I found Mr. Beeb, and the results were fantastic.
It's fantastic. Now, looking back on your 2 operations and obviously deciding the 3rd time to opt through the non-surgical route, would you have done those operations or would you have just gone straight to non-surgical now?
Probably straight to non-surgical now, I think.
So, Mr. Labib, tell us, why is the nose such a focal point of dissatisfaction for so many people?
Antonia, the nose is the most focal, prominent feature of the face. By correcting the nose, it adds more balance, more symmetry, and it gives you more confidence and happiness overall.
Great, so that will explain why nearly 5,000 rhinoplasties were carried out by BARP surgeons last year. So talk to us a bit more about surgical options. What happens during a rhinoplasty?
It's a routine procedure where patients will come in on the day, have general anesthesia for an hour, have the nose corrected, stay with us overnight and go home the next morning.
Great, but the scalpel, unfortunately, isn't something that everybody likes. So for those scalpel phobics like me, what would you suggest?
Do you know what? We have an alternative now. There's an option now of the 15 minutes nose job.
So talk to us, how does a 15-minute nose job work?
It's very simple. Consultation, explaining the procedure. I put a bit of numbing cream on the nose in certain areas, and then I inject temporary safe derma fillers between the skin and the bone and the skin and the cartilage, and it will last up to 2 years, and the results are instantaneous.
Well, it sounds like an ideal solution, but who is it good for and who is it not good for?
50% of my patients have had surgery already, but they're dissatisfied with the results, and they don't want to go back to have another surgery with the cost involved, the downtime and being in hospital. And they come to me and say, I don't want to go back to surgery again. I haven't got the funds or the means to do it again. Can you just basically make it neater and just make it smoother for me? And they just have the non-surgical procedure.
Well, finally, Mr. Labib, is this the future of the perfect looking nose?
This is definitely an alternative, and I'm excited about it because more and more people coming in to have a 15 minutes nose job, which is very, very effective, very safe, and it lasts up to 2 years.